Brooke, I think I know how you feel. I mean, you're hurt, you're angry.
I'm fed up.
Wait, I know, but if you could just find it in your heart just to give it a little while longer.
And what, have patience? I have nothing but patience. Nothing but.
Brooke, Edmund loves you, and he needs you more than he even knows.
He needs me at home. He needs me spinning my wheels like Penelope so he can play Odysseus. I mean, you know, it's classic Edmund. He tells me, don't worry, you know, I'm just sailing off into uncharted territory for a little while. I'll be home soon. Well, Penelope waited for 20 years.
This is quite the same thing.
Isn't it, Jack? I mean, here I am. Here I stand again. I'm trying to be flip. I'm trying to be hopeful. And all the time, I have one eye on the door and one ear, and I'm listening for his car. Every sound I hear, my heart starts to pound. I mean, it's like, is that him? I mean, it's over and over again with every passing car. It's like I want to jump out of my skin. And at the same time, it's like it's something I'm used to. It's become a syndrome. And it's something, believe me, I can gladly do without.
Well, you know, we could call him. Well, then I could call him. Look, I'm worried about him, too, all right?
We all are, Brooke.
No. Because if I call, if I act worried, it's like I'm smothering him. It's like I'm fighting his battle. So no, thank you.
Brooke, I know it's difficult to remember this, but this man is in a very unique situation.
He's always in a unique situation. Ever since this mess began, I mean, I don't even remember how many times. All I know is that he covers up, he hides whatever it is that's going on inside him. So that he can guarantee me no matter what, he is there for me. He can be crazed, but he will be there for me whenever I need him. I want to tell you something. Was he there when we had the engagement party? And where was he when the judge denied exhuming Hugo? I mean, isn't it time that I looked at the writing on the wall?
Brooke, you're frustrated.
I am mad, all right? I'm just not going to take it anymore. I feel like I'm some doormat in some country western song, and I'm wringing my hands, and I'm wailing on about how I'm standing by my man.
Standing by someone you love does not make you a doormat.
Yeah. And fairy tales have happy endings, don't they?
The bottom line is that he needs you.
What about me, Angelique? I mean, how long am I going to find myself in my own unique situation until I get it? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, where I stand, the proof is in on Edmund. Unique situation or not, he consistently makes a choice. And it's so convenient. He conveniently forgets that he has any life, that he has any love for anybody, including me. What he has is that obsession to prove that he is a Marick.
How incredibly rude of me, Helga. Please, take a seat. Please. I'm not the formal lord of the manor Dimitri was. I'm just regular folk.
You are Hugo's son.
Yes, but that doesn't make me the Messiah. So, what's with the sudden respect? I mean, the kowtowing, curtsying reverence. Don't tell me. At this late date, you've decided to take the veil.
Respect is due. The rightful master of this estate.
And a man's estate is his castle.
You can laugh, but I'm merely serving the truth.
Roll up your pants, boys. It's too late to save your socks.
I don't blame you for not trusting me. I haven't always been your ally, but I am now.
Have a drink, Helga.
I recognize Dimitri's perfidy. And I acknowledge that you, Edmund Gray, née Gresham, rightfully Marick, deserve this inheritance.
Why, thank you, Helga.
You've been slighted since childhood. You have been branded a liar and a thief. And I would be less than insensitive if I didn't recognize my part in creating this unhappy state of affairs.
You accept responsibility?
For my part, yes. And I would like to make restitution.
Why?
For the sake of my soul. And I know that now that you are finally installed where you rightfully belong, in his chair, in his house, it's taken a terrible toll on you, on all of us. We have been part of an evil plot. And I, for one, don't intend to stand in the shadows while Dimitri and his mistress Erica Kane, who is the prime mover of this ghastly enterprise, create it any further. I intend to seek justice.
To kamikaze pilots everywhere, may we crash and burn for the cause.
To the real master of Wild Wind, may he always reign supreme.
So tell me, Helga, are you trying to tell me that the fervent loyalty that you felt for Hugo and then for Dimitri is now mine?
Every ounce.
It's a daunting thought.
I am yours to command.
For your soul and for justice. Well, I can use all the selfless generosity I can handle. But tell me one thing. What's in it for you?
Vengeance. Final eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth vengeance against the man and woman who broke my daughter's heart. I'm the only victim, Edmund. My poor daughter is being supplanted by that man-eating barracuda. That Kane woman wantonly stole any chance for happiness with Dimitri that Angelique ever had. And oh, how she's suffering.
Look, Angel's fine.
Oh, she puts on a brave face to you and to others. But when she's alone, she cries until she can't cry anymore. I truly fear for her health. When Dimitri told her he was leaving her for another woman, she just crumbled.
But she's getting stronger all the time, isn't she?
The angel you see is a character she invented to hide the shattered, childlike woman inside.
She's tough. She appears fragile, but she's tough.
She has too much pride to show any weakness. She seems strong because she's hanging on to that promise her husband gave her that he would restore her youth, all those years she lost.
She trusted the wrong guy.
She doesn't know what's going on behind her back. That black widow of a spider, Erica Kane, slithering along, replacing her in her husband's heart. I say replace, but frankly, I don't think my poor child ever occupied that spot.
Dimitri was and always will be a stinking rat.
Yes, I learned that tonight. The image you drew of that selfish, ruthless power-monger with no principles. You were so right.
Too late.
I never opened my eyes to you, Edmund. And I remember, oh, how I regret it, always stepping in whenever there seemed to be an opportunity for a romantic relationship between you and Angelique.
Yes, you always were a formidable obstacle.
I was wrong. If I hadn't been in control, she might be here now, with you, happy. A bona fide owner of all that surrounds us. But it is not too late for you. You can take action, Edmund. Renew your passion for your birthright. Don't let Dimitri win.
You have a right to be upset.
I can't do it again. I mean, it feels like it's my own sanity that's at stake here. It's 2 steps forward and 3 steps back with Edmund. It's like a slow death. It's unbearable.
But what about those 2 steps? Aren't they the real thing?
What is the real thing? You're asking me. I obviously don't have a clue.
The real thing is true love. It's a kind of unconditional giving that comes right from the heart, Brooke, and you and Edmund have that. You two are meant to be together. Can't you see that?
No, not anymore. You made a choice.
Obsession doesn't leave much room for choice. And you're the only one who can save him.
Well, who's going to save me? a bad dream. He always wants Edmund when he wakes up like that. It's Edmund he depends on. It's Edmund's comfort. Him.
Hey. Did Jamie settle down?
He's asleep.
Good.
A bad dream?
I know he wanted Edmund. Edmund makes him laugh, you know.
Edmund's wonderful with Jamie.
How wonderful can you be when you're not there?
But, Brooke, doesn't that say more about what kind of a man he is than whether or not he's always there when he's supposed to be? Edmund loves Jamie.
Edmund loves Jamie like Jamie was his own son.
A man who is capable of loving children, who is willing to make that emotional investment. That's the Edmund you fell in love with. That is the man whose life is at stake here.
I wish it could be that simple.
If you love him, go to him. Won't you help him, Brooke? Please.
You don't know what I want.
But I do.
No. You think it's about Wild Wind. It's never been about Wild Wind or land or fortunes.
But you are entitled.
What, to be master of Wild Wind? I mean, even the name sounds stupid, Helga. No, what I want to do is... Look, this has nothing to do with property, ownership, anything. It's about what's right. It's about what's setting the record straight. Do you understand? I don't want to be a Hugo Marick clone. I want to be me, just me, Edmund. I just want some peace. I want to stop the voices screaming in my head.
You hear voices?
I hear
Hugo's?
myself. I hear myself just screaming. Why did this happen? What is the truth? Why did they do this? Helga, I'm not as far gone as you are. But maybe, since I'm high on your list right now, you can answer some of these questions.
I haven't answers for you, alas.
Okay, listen, my mother, she wrote part of a note. She wrote a note that Angelique and Dimitri found. It was in the hunting lodge, okay? Do you know where it is?
I'm not certain, but I assume it's still in the hunting lodge. Would you like me to send someone for it or fetch it?
That would be great.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for being so kind.
Don't mention it. Kind and loyal, Helga.
Edmund, think hard about everything I said. And don't let Dimitri and that female animal of his get away with this.
Dimitri and Erica Kane.
To you, Dimitri.
No, to our glorious future.
What?
It was like taking candy from a baby.
Hugo's missing will.
I mean, if a man is stupid enough to leave an unprotected, valuable document laying there unprotected, anyone with a can of lighter fluid and a match could just reduce it to cinders.
Poor Edmund. Oh, and clever, brilliant you.
Imagine Edmund's face when he pried open that tomb and there was nothing there.
Oh, what a beautiful plan, and how, cunningly executed.
To us.
I don't know why I'm listening to you.
Because you know what we're saying is true.
Well, at least you want to believe it.
That's the terrible part. I want to. I mean, when Edmund speaks from his heart, when he looks in my eyes, and he tells me that he loves me, and that he wants to be a father to Jamie, and when he tells me that we are all that's important to him,
He means it.
he means it then. And then it's easy, and it's simple.
Brooke, I think you're just going to have to trust these feelings.
I want to, Jack. I try. I mean, I think of Edmund, and I think of the man that he is, and the man that he so desperately wants to become. And for that moment when he's holding me, I believe it. I believe it. With all my heart.
I believe, too. I believe in the Edmund I knew as a child. The kind, gentle little boy whose spirit somehow survived the shame and abuse. The boy who became a man. The man who holds you and comforts you. The man Jamie responds to.
And hey, Brooke, what a gift it was to both Jamie and Edmund that he did survive, huh?
A part of him did.
The spirit heals itself. And that spark that you saw in Edmund, don't you think that's worth going after tonight?
I don't know.
You're not a quitter.
Will you stay with Jamie?
You won't be sick.
No, I hope you're right.
Your coat, madam? Hey. Brooke?
Hi.
Come in.
Thanks. Look, I didn't come here to pressure you. I just came to ask you to come home with me.
Would you like some scotch and some ported?
No, thank you.
Some smoked salmon?
Look, Edmund, whatever is going on inside you, whatever you're struggling with, please, bring it home to me.
Where's Jamie?
Angelique and Jack are with him. We can send them home. We could order a pizza. We could stay up all night talking if you want to, or not. I mean, we could watch a funny movie. We could listen to golden oldies on the radio, or we could crawl into bed, and you could fall asleep in my arms.
Sounds wonderful, Brooke.
It's all there waiting for you, Edmund, if you just choose it.
I choose you. Always.
So then come home with me, okay? Where you belong. Where you have a real world and two people who love you more than anything in the world. Will you come? Please?
Whenever I need to say the right thing, it escapes me.
The right thing is to say yes.
I love you. I love you more than anything else in my life. You know that.
I love you.
And Jamie means more to me than... You believe me, don't you?
Edmund, what is wrong?
I can't go home just
Why
yet.
not?
I need more time. Please.
You're leaving. You're following Dimitri to Budapest. You are. You're going to Budapest.
I have to. I just wasn't sure how to tell you.
So you were leaving me what? A Dear Brooke letter? Edmund, please. Please, don't go.
Honey, I promise you. I'm just gonna hop on the first plane to the motherland. I'm gonna get Dimitri out of Erica's bed. I'm gonna find out what he did with the old man, and I swear I'll be back in time for the wedding.
Don't joke.
You're right, it's not funny.
What if he doesn't tell you about Hugo? Then what?
Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to kill him. Honey, this could be my last chance to prove that I'm right. To prove I'm Hugo Marick's son.
Why do you have to be right? What's wrong with just being happy?
Once I find out where Dimitri...
Why do our lives revolve around everything that that man says or does?
Well, I thought you were on my side on this, Brooke.
Well, does that mean that I just accept everything and no questions asked?
Okay, it's just my luck. I fall for a woman with beauty and brains.
Does it mean I just accept a letter that says that you're going off to Budapest and I should just take it in my stride?
Why are you so upset? I'm coming back.
I'm so angry! You know, I have yelled and I've screamed and I tried to get through that thick skull of you. I never thought, never that you were a coward.
Well, thank you very much, sweetheart.
Why else would you hide?
Because I'm not into knockdown, drag-em-out fights like this with my fiancé, okay?
No, because you'd rather run away.
I am not running. Would you look at what Marick has done?
Oh, and you are so ready, aren't you? You are so ready to jump in and pay him back. It's you against Dimitri. It's good versus evil. Where do Jamie and I fit in that picture?
I'd like to teach Jamie how to stand up for himself, okay? How can I do that when I don't even know who the hell I am? Brooke, I want to adopt Jamie. I want to give him my name. I got a problem with that. I don't even know what name to give him.
All he needs is your love.
It's not enough. I'm not going to cheat him the way I was cheated. He means too much to me, and so do you.
But it's not enough to stop you from going.
Look, we both agreed that the truth was very important. Now, Hugo has been stolen by Dimitri. I mean, do you see what he did? He stole the truth from me, and I'm not going to let him get away with this.
It's not about your name. It's not about Hugo or Dimitri. It's about us. It's about Brooke and Edmund. And where we go from here.
Honey, of course this is about us. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I wish I could smile and say bon voyage and say, hey, bring me back some paprika when you come back home. And then you could laugh it off and you could catch the next plane to Hungary and you could come back just like always.
What's so bad about that?
Because it's not honest. Because all the wit and the humor and the sarcasm, it's not for comic effect.
Oh, so you don't like my jokes anymore?
Because it's an avoidance, Edmund. It's your way of controlling things.
Why do I always have to spell every little feeling out to you? I'm very angry at Dimitri, okay? I'm real mad.
Well, you said that you wanted to kill Dimitri.
All right, so maybe I'll put him in a coma for a while.
Oh, it's nice to have that quick wit, isn't it? Sort of keeps you one up on the hurt and the pain.
So what is it? I'm a control freak? Is that my trouble
You
now?
are so obsessed with revenge. You can't see beyond it.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Dr. Tolan.
Edmund, is destroying Dimitri worth losing our family?
Look, if you can't tell what I'm doing is for you and me and Jamie. You have completely missed the mark.
No, you've missed the mark.
Look, excuse me, but I have something about proving who I am, you know?
Jamie and I already know who you are.
It's not enough, and you know it, Brooke. Now, look, if you want Edmund, you're just going to have to take him, baggage and all.
All I'm asking is that we get on with our lives, that we do it together. Please, Edmund, let me help you.
I don't need help, all right? I don't need help from you or Dr. Tolan, all right? I'm not some clone from the therapy wars who's just well-adjusted. I am me, all right? The same crazy, half-nuts Edmund that you fell in love with. Now, I'm sorry, honey, but if that's not good enough anymore, that's just too damn bad, all right? Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to come out the way that it sounded.
No, don't apologize.
No, I just feel a little bit crazy sometimes when I get told what to do, how to feel.
Edmund, this is killing me.
Yeah, it's killing me too. That's why I gotta clean this up, or else my whole life adds up to nothing.
How can you say that?
Because it's true. Okay? I want the same things that you want from life, but I don't have anything to give.
I don't believe that.
I am Hugo's son. I'm Hugo Marick's son, and until I settle that score, until I prove to Dimitri and get him to... It's the truth, Brooke. I need the truth. That's all that I want out of this.
You've stopped seeing Dr. Tolan, haven't you?
Honey, I don't need therapy right now. I gotta clear this up with Dimitri first. That's why I'm going hungry.
Edmund, you're staring our happiness in the face, and you are running in the opposite direction.
I'm not running.
It's never going to be over, son. It's never going to be over. Now it's this trip, and Dimitri will do something else, and you'll find some other reason to go. You'll find some other
honey,
reason to tear it apart.
I swear to you. No, listen, I promise. As soon as I find out about Dimitri and Hugo, as soon as I find that out, I'm taking the first plane back. I'm going to make a beeline to Tolan's couch. I'm going to be so in touch with my feelings, I'm going to send flowers to myself. Okay? I'm going to be the easiest man in the world to live with.
You know, when you and Jamie and I are together, we have a perfect life. We have a perfect home. It's not enough for you. It's not enough. You can't stay here. Something keeps dragging you away from me.
Honey, I love you. I love you so much. And I love Jamie. But I have to set this straight, whatever it takes. Okay, now listen, I've asked a lot of you. But I promise you it's going to be over soon. I promise you.
I understand what you're going through, Edmund, believe me. I love you so much. And that's why I have to tell you. If you go to Budapest, I'm not going to be here waiting for you when you get back.
Honey, you don't mean that.
I'm tired of the ride, Edmund. It's time for me to get off.
But from day one, you said you believed in me.
I do. I do believe in you. And I know how angry you are. I'm angry, too. I mean, there are times I want to wring Dimitri Marick's neck, and I want to take our life back as much as you do.
Okay, then why are we fighting? I mean, this is just a step. It's just, this trip is just like the investigation, the hearings, just like another step.
It just goes on and on and on and on. Edmund, I cannot live my life anticipating Dimitri Marick's next move. I just can't.
Well, we don't have to once I get control of this.
And what if Dimitri doesn't cooperate?
Well, then I'll just sit him down at some roadside cafe and we'll have a drink and we'll iron it out over a shot of whatever they shoot.
You always have your sarcasm when I hit a nerve, don't you?
What do you want to do? You want to quit on me? You want to quit? Go ahead. What is this? Some kind of a game? A test? I go, it's over, I stay, we're living happily ever after?
You haven't heard a word I've said.
Honey, I'm listening to you. I just don't know what the hell's wrong. We love each other, all right? I've not even looked at another woman since I met you. I don't know what you want me to turn into. Ozzie Nelson or something?
But you used to listen to me, Edmund. I remember once I even got you to change your mind. That was unbelievable. I even put a full-page entry in my journal. I don't understand. Why can't you listen to me about this?
Because you don't want me to listen, all right? You want me to play it just like my mother played it. You just want me to lay down and die. You just want me to just... No, don't disturb the Marick household. Just go to your grave, a humble servant, all right?
I don't have any logic. I don't have any reason for why I feel so strongly. But I know in my heart, Edmund, that this trip is wrong. Please, for your own sake, please, don't go.
Can this be the part where we put our arms around each other and say our differences don't really matter?
I know what I'm asking you isn't easy.
Brooke, you know I would do anything in the world for you.
That's a start.
And we have had more loving times in that little house of yours than this estate has ever seen.
Then why is it so hard to leave it?
Because it is a part of who I am. And I can't escape that.
Then fight it.
That's exactly what I plan on doing.
I'm talking about fighting the ties that it has on you. Because if you don't, Edmund, it's going to break you.
Why am I standing here fighting with you when I should be just holding you?
Saying goodbye.
I don't have a choice.
Yes, you do. Why do you have to claw your way into this family? When you already have one that loves and accepts you, we don't need proof or evidence. You even have that PB seal of approval, Edmund, please. One last time. We love you. Come home.
I just want to hold you like this the rest of my life.
You're leaving, aren't you?
I have to.
I'll miss you.
I'm going to be back before you know it.
You know what I'm saying.
Brooke, let me prove to you that this trip is right for both of us.
Edmund, it's over.
No, it isn't. It is not. I'm going to change your mind, Miss English. I swear. I will not let Hugo and Dimitri win.